Hi you guys, thanks for stopping by. Today I just wanted to show you this illustration here. It's pen illustration drawn on A4 paper. And I've taken it into the digital realm as I usually do and worked on it on the iPad in Procreate, and I've worked in it in Photoshop, and I played a bit of tennis back and forth between those two programs to come up with this illustration. And there's two parts to this illustration because I like two of the outcomes. So I'll show you both of them. If you want to know how I separate the line from the white background before I start working on it in a digital sense, you can check out this video here. Have a look there. I'll take you through the process of cleaning it up and just showing you how I prep the image before I start work on it. You can have a look at that if you want. But in the meantime, check out how this came together. It's called Never. Yeah. So using a limited colour palette and just adding detail, texture, colour, shade and all sorts of different elements to this image. Quite like the juxtapose between hot and cold in the colours that I've chosen. There's something about it I quite like. Just think it balances well. Okay, then moving it over to Photoshop. And what I did was just made the canvas quite large and then split the image into 4 and did a mirror of it. I just wanted to make the line drawing transparency black on a transparent background.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
I'm just going to work into it. So choosing textures on a new layer. So these are brushes I've made using textures that I've also made and scanned. And just dropping them in and losing bits of the image. I want to keep that top right image, the dominant image, and that's the focal point. But you know, even when I use multiple textures, I've used them twice, you can lose them again, so you don't get that repeat pattern just by using a different texture and then sort of erasing. So you're adding texture and then erasing texture on the same layer and just building up sort of interest across the image. And then some gradients. In that central area, I just want to add a bit of text. So the same word that's on the shirt, never. And just with a mask, I'm taking out areas of that text that I don't want. So a layer mask. Now I've got a bank full of textures that I've made and scanned, and I've introduced this texture here. I just want a little bit of more interest running through the canvas. And then some more texture additions using brushes. couple more gradients in there. I'm just working into it bit by bit, changing it. Over to Procreate. Procreate allows me to sort of paint and draw texture in. Get a lot more control. I can experiment a lot more. And this is exactly what I'm doing. Once I'm happy with what I did in Procreate, I exported it out again to Photoshop, and then I'm losing that detail that I've done in Procreate using the brushes that I've made in Photoshop again, the sort of splashes and textures. Here I just copied over the main line image, and I've run a black gradient through it, so dominant kind of to a transparency dropping through the canvas, just to pick out that left character a little bit more. I made the decision that I wanted that to be quite prominent as well. Did some colour corrections, just using a selective colour mask. Throwing a few more bits in. Gradient at the bottom. I've done away with that lettering because it wasn't working for me at all. And adding some different lettering just running across the canvas. Just made a bit more sense to me. And then losing that lettering, much the same method that I've been doing over and over. That's where we started. That's one version halfway through, and that's the finished version. Hope you enjoyed that. Hit like if you've liked it. Check out some of my other videos. Hit the bell for updates, and certainly check back to see the other videos that I post. And take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you again later. Bye for now.